All right, guys, we're going for a ride today. We're gonna go on the Norco. Actually, they're both Norcos, but we're gonna go on the Fluid. We're gonna do a little XC trail today. It's Felkers Falls, just on the Bruce Trail. Gorgeous day out. Lots of sun. Perfect for riding. Okay, we're gonna hop on the bike. We're gonna go for a little ride, so hop on yours. Let's go together. Come on along. Alright, so we're trying something a little bit different today. We're going to do voiceovers throughout this video, just so I can focus on breathing while I'm riding. It is a bit of a long ride, so any little bit extra to help me keep going is going to help. But so yeah, this section of the trail is really rocky. Lots of rocks, lots of roots, a little bit of downhill, a little bit of uphill, but it's a nice start to this ride, and it presents a few challenges. So I like this section, and it's also really cool riding this section when you're coming back the other way. So we are going to do an out and return ride today. So we're going to head out to basically the end of the trail and then turn around and come back. So this part, there's a little bit of a climb, and there's lots of roots and rocks, as you can see, so you got to get out of the saddle in order to be able to make it to the top of this part of the trail. It's a bit of a challenge, but it's a lot of fun too. So there is some paved pathways along this trail. It kind of connects everything together. I cut most of that out of this one. It's really not that interesting, so plus it lengthens the video. But yeah, so it kind of comes in and comes out again. So we're back in on the trail. It winds, it meanders a little bit, and it is, there is some technical sections in this trail. So you really have to keep your eyes open, keep your eyes ahead so you can see what's coming up, because a root or a rock or something can throw you off your line really quickly. And this section here is full of roots, so you'll be able to see I kind of weave a little bit back and forth. That way I'm not running over roots the entire time I'm on this section of the trail. It keeps the pace going pretty good, and it keeps the flow going as well. So this part of the trail is a gravel path, and it kind of just connects the two, the exterior and the interior of this trail system. A lot of people walk along here, so you got to keep your eyes open. Last thing you want to do is run into somebody. A lot of people walk along here with their dogs or just in groups, so it's always a great idea to keep your eyes open and ahead so you don't run into any trouble and hurt somebody in the process. So this section is going to connect us to the other side of Felkers Falls, which is on the left. We're going to go over a little bridge in a second, and then that's going to bring us back into the interior of this trail network. So we're entering into the interior part of the trail now, and it's a little more technical. There's a lot of rock gardens, a lot of stumps, a lot of roots. There is some log rollers and stuff as well. So yeah, it's pretty fun. There's lots of features to see inside here. So let's take a look and see what we can come up with. So it gets pretty narrow in this section. It's really tight. A lot of trees that you kind of got to go through, kind of like threading a needle, and some roots that could knock you off course. A little bit of rocks and stuff, but it twists a little bit. So you got to be really careful in here, but it's a really fun section of this trail. As you can see, most of this trail is single track, but it does get wider in some spots, so there is the ability for two-way traffic. It does run both ways, so you really got to kind of keep an eye because you might have bikers come in the opposite direction. So it's always good to keep your head up, and as you're going to see in a few minutes, I actually come across a few bikers while I'm on this track. So we got a little drop coming up here. It's about a 3-foot drop. It's not huge, but it is a fun little part of this trail. And as you can see on the left-hand side, the escarpment is eroded away and there's really nothing. And then it feeds into this little twisty-turny little area that has a lot of rocks, a lot of roots, and there's a little log roll as well. So we'll see that in a second. And yeah, like I said, you want to keep your eyes open because there are other riders that could be coming along, and you're going to see that in a second. Sorry, guys.
All right, guys. Enjoy. Have a good day.
You too. After this little log roller, if you keep going straight, that will go into another part of the trail, which is pretty technical. We're going to make a video about that later on, but we've basically come to the end of this part of what we're doing in the video, and we're going to turn around and we're going to go back the other way. So coming back, that's that little drop I had told you guys about a few minutes ago. Doesn't look like much, but it's if you're not looking for it, it could surprise you. It's fun. In a second, we're going to connect to another part of this trail network. There is a bunch of different little ones that offshoot all over the place, so it's not really a straight ride along the same path. So you have some options which way you want to go, which makes it a lot of fun. Okay, so back over the bridge, and we're going to connect into a little side trail, and that's going to bring us back out onto the main path, and then back onto the regular part of this trail network. You can probably tell I have some heavy breathing. Sorry about that if it sounds funny. But you certainly do get a good workout on this trail. So this is the very last part of the trail network, and we're heading back to where we started from. This is considered a black diamond. You can see it's pretty technical. There's a lot of rocks and roots, like I said before. But it presents some challenges, but it's a lot of fun. Hopefully you guys have been on this trail before, and if you have, please let me know in the comments like I mentioned before. But this is a really, really nice run, and I do this a lot. Thanks for coming along on this ride today, guys. Please remember, like, subscribe, and share. We really want to grow this channel, and we really appreciate all your support. We'll see you guys on the next ride. Cheers.